up, y'all? This is another edition of Bulldog Uncensored. We got a special lady with us today for the rock and roll heavy metal community out in California. So we're bringing East Coast and West Coast together today. You've probably seen her on TikTok, YouTube, all over social media. I know I have. Please welcome Alexandra.
Thank you so much for such a warm welcome.
Oh, absolutely. No, thanks for coming on the show.
Of course, of course.
So, we got in touch through a mutual friend online and just originally tried to book you out here and get you on the Speed Demon show, but that didn't pan out on the management end, which happens. Um, but anyway, so tell me about yourself, Alex.
First of all, I want to say a big thank you for the invite. I would absolutely love to be part of the show on March 7th, right? Yeah, that would be actually so cool because March 8th is International Women's Day. So that would be
Right,
such a
right.
cool celebration, right?
Yeah.
But I'm hopeful that I'll get there to you guys in May. It
Hmm.
feels like it's going to work out better when it comes to financially. I am self-funded artist, so
Yeah, same
like
here.
anytime. Yeah, you know how it is. You guys are rocking on the stage. Oh my God, I've seen few of your videos. Insane.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I am a Georgian American artist based in California, in Los Angeles. I lived in San Francisco for a while, and then I just recently moved to Los Angeles. And honestly, I'm touring all around California, so I don't really stay too long at one place. I like my friends keep checking with me. Hey, Alex, where are you? Let's grab coffee. I was like, today I'm in South California. Yeah, so. My genre is new metal. I spent some time to find which subgenre I want to stick to. Like people think rock music, but like rock music is so big.
Oh
Like
yeah, there's
we
all
have
kinds
so
of
many.
subgenres.
Yeah, I have so many. Even within metalcore, we have so many different metalcore. And to be honest, like it's really hard to fit in into one subgenre. But like I'd say, metalcore, new metalcore, and like then some other elements comes in on the pictures. So yeah.
Right on. Awesome. So, how long have you been in the States for now?
Since 2020,
Oh, okay. So you're relatively new. Okay.
pretty new.
Wonderful.
Fresh potato.
Happy to have you for sure.
Thank you.
So yeah, I mean, I've sat down and listened to some of your more popular stuff on Spotify and things from viral clips. Very original to the current scene as far as women go, I think. You got an original vibe to you. And the way you mix, like you said, a lot of new metal stuff, a little bit of spoken word in there. Great hooks, by the way. I think Christ is stuck in my head all week.
Yeah.
So it's definitely an earworm for that one for sure. I know it's kind of different for everybody, but who are your biggest influences in metal?
I was always alternative and new metal person, even from my early like teenagehood. So my biggest influences back from then would be System of a Down, Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit,
Yeah,
and biggest influence I had from German band called Guana Apes. They are not very widely known in North America, but they were super popular in Europe. They are also new metal alternative band. And Guana Apes, I think if you think of a tap, this is a tap or in this moment type vibes.
right.
I feel lots of similarity between my vocals and main singer's vocals. It is basically female vocals like alto. I'm alto too, with some rasp in voice, like that's natural. But also besides that, some fry screams or like chord screams.
Oh, definitely. No, she's all over the place, folks. It's great. Definitely not a one-trick pony by any means.
And when it comes to modern stuff, I listen modern new metalcore. I love Architects. I love Wage War.
Yeah, they're great.
I Prevail.
Hmm.
I like new Falling in Rivers, like especially heavier things and collabs with Alex Terrible, for example. That sounds pretty
Right.
cool. And you know what? I was always like, no, I will not go heavier than new metal. This is too much, or new metalcore, right? And I went to Lorna Shore's concert and I was like, death metal is very interesting. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. I guess give me a few more years and I'll be
Yeah,
there too.
I'm sure you'll find a way to incorporate it to your sound for sure.
Yeah. Well, good
Um,
music is good music. I'm sorry.
exactly, exactly. Most people don't keep it that simple.
True.
But yeah, so tell me about you immigrated to the US. Did you have people that you already had in mind for a backing band? Or like how does everything work for you on that end?
So I am a person who was born and raised in Russia, but originally I am from country Georgia. So I was always an immigrant kid. So felt like homeless little.
Mm,
And whenever I would go to my home, native country, right, they would also feel like I'm too Russian. Like I'm not traditional Georgian girl. So I kind of felt like I don't have a home. So because of that, uh, partially because of that, I am actually very flexible when it comes to new places, and I
hmm.
have my own. I moved so much that I have my own routines, and I'm going to tell you about that.
All
But
right.
besides that, I have very like rock and roll upbringing.
Mm,
I came from very dysfunctional family, unfortunately, and I changed 22 schools. So yeah, that was not my choice. I was just brought by my mom everywhere she would run. She was she's a convict, so she would be on run, and all of our kids like we would be like on the run with her, and new school every few months.
right.
So I moved from Russia to China, from China to America, and I didn't felt like, big, big. It's big change, but also I knew exactly what I'm doing. I haven't had anybody here in California as like musician band in advance. I just came, drop a message on Facebook, old school, like, hey
Hmm.
guys, I'm an artist. Reach out, hit me up. And the guitarist I auditioned that period, I'm still with work with him.
Awesome.
I do not have band because I'm a solo artist, and band comes with lots of complications.
Hmm.
Uh, Also lots of beautiful things, but I no longer want to be a part of the band. I've been in bands for a decade, and I'm done. So I work with the musicians, my favorite musicians, as a session hired musicians. And I try to keep same guys all the time if that's possible. But if it is different coasts or different sides of California, I need to be creative. So I work with same people, but it's always like in different areas.
Right, right. No, that's great that you can have that flexibility. I know it's kind of hard to do that out here because there's so many bands and everybody kind of sticks together, but it's harder to find session musicians out here, I think.
Hmm.
And of course, you
Yeah.
got to have the money to pay them. So,
Yeah, of course, out of pocket all the time. Every show leaves me broke.
yeah, no, I feel you there for sure. So, as far as your most current material, I mean, what are you working on right now? Anything new?
We just finished my first album recording, and like we wrote everything recently and we just finished recording. We just had a music video shoot for the final song. Right now I'm waiting for masters and stamps from my producer, and I'm dropping one more single before album release in
Nice.
late January. And
Awesome.
then we're gonna have album release with music video drop with a show, and it's gonna be badass. I also just finished featured song with a death metal artist. I will announce this a little bit later. And that featured song comes in right after album drop. So let's say album drop is March, and I think featured will drop in late April or early May.
Yeah. Awesome. No, I can't wait to hear that.
Thank you.
Outside of metal, I know you do a lot of other musical genres and whatnot on your spare time. What did you grow up into? Like, obviously metal was there, but what were some of your other musical influences?
Well, Georgia, a country itself, is like music is a very deeply tied in into traditions. So my mom, my aunt, my grandmother, all of them have high soprano voices, high soprano voices, and it was always. We had grand upstraight piano at home, and my mom. Everybody in our family plays instruments. So,
Nice.
but none of them are professional musicians. All of them are doctors or lawyers, like as usually mom and dad wants you to be a lawyer or a
Yeah,
doctor.
yeah.
By the way, I think if not music, I would be a doctor. I absolutely love this profession. I was really obsessed with medicine when I was a kid,
No
but I
kidding.
was more obsessed with music.
Yeah.
So yeah, I grew up watching my mom singing songs with aunt and grandma in harmonies, and all of them are having this beautiful, bright, natural sopranos. And I was the kid who had this low voice, alto too, and I would refuse to sing some of. Listen to their music, and I would be like, my mom would say, "This is like music for Satan,
Hmm.
Antichrist." I was like, "Oh my God, woman, leave
Yeah,
me
it's
alone."
amazing how many people fall for that crap.
Oh my God. My mom was like, "This is just a noise."
Yeah. Yeah, my parents were like that a lot too, for sure. They're getting used to it, but I've been at this almost 20 years now, so it's crazy to think.
I know. And my mom would take me to lots of pop music concerts. And I would be sitting there like a prisoner.
And no Britney Spears for you, huh?
I love Britney Spears.
Oh,
The
okay,
thing
well
is
that's
that
good. Yeah.
thing is that Western pop music and Eastern European pop music, especially back then, post Soviet Union collapsed,
Mhm.
it was so different. Like Western pop music was, I mean, amazing. Amazing. When I was a kid, like when I was 10, Britney Spears was very popular. Like I think she was 16 when I was 10. Backstreet Boys were popular, and Sync came a little later. And Michael Jackson, oh my God, I grew up watching Michael Jackson music videos on tapes. And I would just like get that as a sneak peek because in Russia or Georgia, it was not allowed to listen up music from abroad. So
Right.
I was listening to pirate music. Anyways, my mom would listen Eastern European pop, and it sucked. So I didn't want to listen to that. That was horrible. And yeah, but if my mom would take me to a Britney Spears concert, I would shit my pants.
That's funny. No, definitely. I mean, you said you guys are on the run a lot. Was your father in the picture at all?
Oh, I have fucked parents from the both. So my father is like super misogynistic man, very egotistic. He and my mom separated when I was 9, and I was so happy about that because it was nightmare for them being together because there were no single night without them fighting. So I was so exhausted, and I was always in the middle of them begging them both stop. I was like so fucking tired. I wanted to
Mm,
spend at least one night without screams and calling each other slut and prostitute and anyways. So it's also was hard to be around my father because my father was like uh, he was obsessed with me raise me right because if all adult women are sluts and prostitutes, he wanted to make sure that I'm not the one. And
mm.
he was like absolutely overprotective and also like puts lots of expectations on me. And for a little girl, that's a lot.
Oh yeah.
So I was very happy when he's gone because it was hard. And not because I didn't love him, it was just really hard to be around him.
Yeah,
And so my mom, and then she found another man, and it was absolutely horrible. My life became a nightmare. So, yeah, my father gone from the picture when I was 9.
gotcha. So I would assume, like most people coming from any kind of rough background, uh, you put a lot of that into your music. Is there anything specifically song-wise that focuses on that?
Almost most of my songs are about traumas. Some songs about adulthood, some is about childhood. From old songs, I that one is very traumatic song, and if you are a survivor of TV and SA, you totally will relate. That song is
Hmm.
very sad. You might even cry. That song called "I'll Never Be the Same." And there is my 10-year-old photo on the album, on the single.
Oh wow.
This is when that event happened to me. So I put photo of the way I
Oh,
looked. So to see,
right.
I just needed myself to see, because when you are in situation when you are SA'd in such a young age,
Yeah.
you carry lots of guilt and shame. You think you provoked you, and
Mm.
everybody does to make sure that you think this way, right?
Right.
And as an adult, I'm working on my traumas, and that photo, I needed to see what I looked when I was 10. And
Mm.
you know what it was? I looked like a 10-year-old kid. And that reminds me there is no guilt on me. I've done
Right.
nothing wrong. I just could not escape.
Right.
That I froze, I froze. I could not
Mm.
move. And then this is the guilt I was carrying for so many years, that I could not do anything to protect myself.
Right.
So basically, song is about me telling my mom what happened, and she never believed me.
Well,
So
I
it's a
mean,
rough song. It's a
yeah,
rough
for
song.
sure. I mean, I think any metal band, we kind of reach to those dark places and talk about things that are difficult to talk about. Whereas other music, it's more, la-di-da, everything's great. Like, uh, I don't know. I feel like hard rock and heavy metal is just more genuine, um, as far as emotions go and life experience, like you said.
Yeah. I love pop music. I love Adele. I love Alicia Keys. I sing it pretty well. It's my job. Like I perform when it comes to making money. I actually perform lots of very good events, like for hotels, private events, and I play grand piano and sing.
Hmm.
I love Adele. I love Alicia Keys, but I'm sorry, I cannot deliver my real me through this music. I
Right.
tried. I tried for 5 years. I tried to be a pop independent artist. It is good. I reached my highs on that, but I don't feel it. I don't feel it.
No.
Metal brought me peace. Metal brought me feeling of being seen, and it suits my soul because I'm scarred, and I want to world see me because fuck that shit. I'm
Yeah.
done of
Yeah.
hiding this crap. And
Right.
this is who I am. And if you don't like it, fuck you.
Exactly. Now, two great minds think alike for sure. Definitely can
Yeah,
relate to that kind of mindset
true.
without a doubt.
By the way, one of the beautiful thing of my music being in this genre is that I feel like I'm in my zone. And like as soon as I switched to this, like because I was also searching within rock music a lot. I had pop punk songs, alternative rock songs, hard rock songs, and none of them actually clicks. As soon as I landed into like darker
Right.
space, it just skyrocketed. And what I love about this is that I'm connecting with people who are struggling the way I did, and it makes me feel so fucking happy that we are building community. And the feeling of loneliness was so bad. I was so isolated. And then now I talk to people who are relating to my music, lots of like lots of people message me and they were like, "Hey, yesterday I was listening to the song. Is this lyrics are based on real stories?" So I was like, "Yeah, these are based on real stories." And then they share their story, and lots of them struggle with PTSD or mental health issues, or
Yeah.
also they are survivors, or lots of them are like ex-militaries, or lots of them are who went through like severe PTSD due to their work. Lots of men, lots of women who went through horrible family situations
Mm.
or losses. So I feel that we are in community which is strong and powerful and very real, you know?
Yeah. So I know around here up in New England, there's a lot of regional unsigned or independent label acts that are, doing our best to get where we can on national bills and play locally. Is there a strong local scene in California for you, do you think?
It depends which part of California.
Okay.
So, like San Francisco, that was the reason why I left San Francisco. Although this city is in my heart forever, absolutely fucking love the place, even though weather sucks.
Yeah.
um, but I, San Francisco just do not have metal scene. I would love to. It is really really hard to find any other co-fellow new metal core artist there. It's more like indie hippie singer songwriter thing, right? Los Angeles has lots of cool stuff. Los Angeles is just full of amazing musicians. But the great metal scenes are in small places like. Uh, for surprisingly, Santa Cruz has very good metal scene. Then Sacramento has amazing metal scene. I fly to Sacramento pretty often, especially Roseville, right next to Sacramento, has like really like all death metal bands
Yeah.
tour through Roseville. They go to Roseville. They have this amazing venue, which I had an honor. I just booked show there. I was like, I just can't fucking believe that I booked show in Goldfield in Roseville. Um, it's like beautiful venue. And also San Diego has and San Jose.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very
So it's
nice.
like a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
You need to be inside the metal community so you know there's places to go and they know you and they invite you for like underground events.
Yeah. No, it's very similar out here for sure. Um, so yeah, I mean, obviously we'd love to get you out in New England. Is there any like what markets have you hit outside of California? Anything in particular?
Uh, right now, I'm touring around California because it's easy for me to financially do it.
Hmm.
Because I live here, I just basically book whatever show, right, and then just go there with my guys. But I actually would love to book East Coast tour,
Hmm.
at least for 4 or 5 days. Let's say we start on Thursday, finish on Sunday, and Monday we travel back. That would be absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I kind of sat down and calculated all expenses, and it comes out around $5,000. This is how much I need to save up on top of what I'm spending already
All
to
right.
make it. So without wrecking myself financially, I need to have $5,000 on site. This is the only thing what stops me right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to my first national US tour in October. For that, I'm saving separately.
Right, right, right.
But unfortunately, we are not hitting East Coast, so that's why I want to come to East Coast.
Right on. I'm looking forward to making that work for sure.
Yeah.
We can talk off air about that a little bit more. But yeah, so you talk about upcoming touring and US tour in October. So beyond that, what's your 5 year kind of goal? You think somewhere in there, like what would you like to accomplish in that kind of time frame?
Uh, because I do social media and all like basically everything myself or with my close very like tiny team. I am aware of all analytics and stuff, so we kind of set the goals where we want to be in a year or in two.
Hmm.
We haven't actually like went this far, five, I think, in 2 years portions. My brain is just doesn't,
No,
I'm just unavailable to shove this much information into my head. I was
yeah.
like, we'll cross that bridge when we fucking get there. So I'd say I have 2 year plan.
Okay.
Of course, so for this year, I entered my. So if we think categories, right, a little bit of music marketing. Um, I was an emerging artist just literally a few months ago, right? And
Right.
then with dropping with this new album, I started gaining momentum, which was expected. We were working hard on this. Like I was posting, networking, collabing, performing my ass off. So I finally entered the next level, which is developing artists, right? This is where I'm getting around the scene. I'm telling who am I, what I do, and my music is kind of like somewhat in one genre so people understand what style I represent, right? So by the end of tour, by the end of 2026, I would love to go to next stage, which is buzzing artist. Buzzing artist is everybody in niche knows you, but you are not big yet. But people are kind of like, "Hey, you are something what's cool. And if you are not in that place, that this
Yeah.
event is out of touch with the reality, you know, I would love to get somewhere like that, which means that I will have my own fan base and I will have my own like resources to book shows here and there and be flexible, you know. This is my goal for 2026. For 2027, I'm already looking at different financial situation because so far I am not even breaking even. It's just negative every month. And I think I can maintain this for another year or so. But beyond that, I need to fuel up my music by investments. So either I will stay independent, but I will be generating enough money to hire record labels to represent me in certain areas, or individual contractors, music professionals. Let's say I will work with booking agent, I will work with manager, I will work with a PR team. So let's say as soon as I have funds, I can start hiring these people and paying them out of my income or out of my pocket, whatever, and they're going to be like working with me.
Right.
Or I will be working with a record label who will take the take financial pressure off
Hmm.
me. Like I will owe the money, but and then they will be dealing with that, and I will be dealing with the rest, like content,
Yeah.
posting, media, whatever. Anyways, that's planned for next 2 years. So let's say from buzzing artist getting into sign artist or getting into independent artist, but size of sign artist. There
Right.
are plenty artists like that. For example, like Low Spirit. He has million followers. He is alternative rock artist, and he's unsigned as far as I know. And that's pretty good place to be at.
Oh
If you are
yeah.
making if I will be able to sell 200 tickets in every place I tour, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Oh
gonna do it
yeah.
myself.
Absolutely.
You know? If you have
Absolutely.
money, you can hire people and they will help you. You know,
Right. Right.
this is what I'm doing right now. But I'm working on part time schedules with their like I cannot afford their full salaries, but I can afford their part time salaries. So I work with them on part time basis. Anyways, 2027, I see myself touring in Europe, maybe Canada, and maybe also Australia, or will spread within this next 2027, 2028, because I already see traction from UK. I can see tractions from Australia and Canada. So that makes sense to tour there. And so far, this is it. I hope one day I will get to major artist level, but we're not there yet, so we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen so many bands come and go, and struggling artists like yourself. But I think the overall presentation and the vibes and the message behind what you've got going on is really gonna able to skyrocket you where you need to go. So I definitely think all of those things are definitely happen in the future for sure. Um, so outside of metal, you said you've done some collaborations here and there. Uh, who is your dream collab?
Outside metal? Oh, Lady Gaga for sure.
Really? Okay.
I would absolutely love to rock stage with this queen. Lady Gaga is badass pop
Yeah,
star equivalent of, I don't know, rock stars.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
she's like Freddie Mercury to me in pop.
yeah. Nice. So, when it comes to recording and whatnot, do you have a specific studio you like working at out there in particular, or?
So I wish studios charge like, I don't know, 100 per hour, and
Yeah.
to record one song I normally need 2 or 3 hours. You don't want to book 2 hours and run out of time.
Hmm.
Of course, as more I record, it's faster I go, right? But let's say 3 hours per song, ideally four, because you also want to sit, chat a little. Like, here's the thing, to get into the right mindset, sometimes you don't need to rush, you need to come and have some. Also, my producer is someone I made friends with already, right? We wrote so many songs together, we opened up to each other, like,
Yeah.
and you come, you see him, you're happy to see him, you
Right,
ask
right,
how is
right.
his like family doing and stuff. We haven't seen each other for long, right?
Yeah,
So you want 4 hours at the studio,
yeah,
and 4 hours is already $400 on the top of what you are paying for the music cost, right?
right.
So we normally record at home, just at home.
Yeah, same here.
Last time I flew to Florida and I rented Airbnb, and their Airbnb room was very like, the walls were empty, so it was like very echoey. So my producer and I, we brought some blankets, and I
Yeah.
just basically covered my head with a blanket. And
Sometimes you got to get creative. I have a,
I know, and we recorded biomass and fall and the hangover song. Just I was under the blanket,
yeah.
all the and recording, and my producer brought this sound muffin, like a screen for the
Hmm.
microphone. So I was like, I would like put away the blanket. I would be like, I need to breathe. It's so hot. So very, very underground, badass. But the quality sounds amazing. And when I will get on the stage, when I'll have enough income, of course, I would love to go to studio.
Right, right.
It's pretty. You can film lots of stuff there.
Yeah. No, I just spent the last year and a half building a recording studio or a functional jam space, I should say.
Oh,
Uh,
that's so cool.
so I mean, it's been heavy on the wallet, but we're coming along. So I definitely understand how you got to kind of
Hey,
get creative.
congratulations.
Thank
And
you,
please
thank
send me
you.
photo for the inspiration.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, if you ever need any STEM work or whatever, let me know. I'm always happy to work with people. So
Oh, I was absolutely blown away with the quality. Oh my God. Sounds
thank you,
really good. Really
thank you.
good.
Appreciate it for
Of
sure.
course. Yeah, definitely quality is right there. I loved it.
So among the bigger, more popular metal artists right now, who's on your Spotify playlist? What are you listening to a lot?
Oh, I have my personal Spotify list, which already has 9 saves. I think I sometimes I post it
Yeah.
in my stories, and some people kind of check it out. But it's just my personal. I'm not promoting it or whatever.
Oh
I keep
yeah.
it private. So
Yeah.
those 8 people, I don't know who are they. Anyways, I hope they like what I put there. I add Architects, Wage War. I have few songs of Poppy. I have Eka Vandal, Dead Eyes, and also some old school classics like In This Moment, Horror song. And I have few of Fall in Reverse stuff like Marilyn Manson and Fall in Reverse feature, and whatever I would discover. Oh, there are like few independent underground artists too. For example, I don't really know all of those names, but I listen to their music every day. I can even sing their lyrics, but I don't know their names. You know what I mean? I found them on social media, then I favorite them, and then I listen again. And if it clicks, I add to my curated
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
Alexandra playlist.
Nice. Now, what about classic metal like Metallica, Pantera, that kind of thing? You like any of that?
I don't listen even like I was not a big fan of classic metal bands, but of course, like I listened Metallica a lot. I also listened to lots of dad rock, Bon Jovi and whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah,
I listened that so much, I cannot listen to this anymore. I just,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm one of those people who can't listen this anymore. I've listened to those songs so much. I'm so fucking done. Like I can't. I know every second what comes after. My husband is 35, oh, a year old man, but I feel like he is like, I don't know, late 70. He has classic cars and he listens very, very, very old school metal.
Yeah,
Not metal, rock, hard rock.
rock.
He likes hard rock. And he keeps listening the same songs over and over. I was like, how can you listen this all the time? But you know, the only band I can listen over and over again, who is that? AC/DC.
Atta girl. Oh yeah.
AC/DC is something I can fucking listen every time and see like, what the fuck? Why this is so good?
Yeah, that was definitely one of the bands that really changed my taste as far as music goes. I grew up with a lot of like American country and that kind of thing. But once I got into hard rock and classic metal, it just kept getting heavier and heavier and heavier over time, depending on what I was going through in life, like you said before. It's all about, I think we get attached to music that reflects our own life more
Yeah.
often than not to really make that kind of connection. And
But
it's definitely interesting to see where you start as to where you end up and then going back to
I was never a big fan of like classic metal. Please don't hit me with the stones.
it.
I was more like really, I was actually really like dead rock style
Yeah,
girly. I would listen lots of like Three Doors Down and stuff like
yeah.
that. But of course, there's lots of respect. Like for example, Metallica. I've listened to Metallica many times, but I was never like into Metallica like that. You know, like yes, there are some songs I really love, but I don't know, just not my vibe.
No, that's fair enough for
But I
sure.
have T-shirt,
Well, that
and I'm
counts.
planning to go to the show. So you know,
Nice,
you cannot
nice.
miss out on Metallica when they are nearby.
No, definitely not, especially out in California. Those
For sure.
Bay Area dudes, they get no decretion of any kind of support by any means. Uh,
That's true.
this is
That's true.
good stuff. So, if you were to book a show with any band currently or whoever and open for them, who would that be?
I keep saying this name all over a time. I want to book a show or make a feature with Alex Terrible.
Yeah,
Uh, I have few reasons behind it. First of all, we are from same town.
right.
I don't know if he knows me, but I kind of knew him. I was from city called Yekaterinburg, and he's from Sisert, which is right next to Yekaterinburg, like smaller town
Yeah.
in Russia. And I had my little like summer house in that area.
Oh,
And
wow.
I knew about him, but we never kind of performed in the same stage because I was new metal artist and he was death metal. You know, like people would think it's all rock, but people don't really overlap genres like that. If there
No.
is a show of with death metal artists, the whole lineup is deathcore metal, like heavy, like screamy music, right?
Yeah.
But new metal sticks with new metal, like or alternative at least rock.
Yeah.
So we never kind of like met in person, but I
Hmm.
knew about him. I don't know if he knew about me. Anyways, now he is a worldwide, big, badass guy. And I would love to kind of like reunite. But I'm not there yet. We'll see. Uh, Another thing, I have very controversial feelings about him. Because I never know him in person, I don't really know who he is. He feels very sweet and genuine, when you listen to his like social media, whatever.
Right.
But there are a few things what bothers me about his personality. I would love to meet him in person to see if this is all fluff or he
Right.
passed that and takes responsibility for some stuff, right? Like, I believe into do not judge people on their past experiences. And I'm a big advocate for people who are taking responsibilities for things. Alex Terrible haven't done anything like that, but still, I'm a immigrant kid. You know, I'm
Yeah.
an immigrant kid. I've been severely bullied by skinheads, and it was very dangerous in my childhood because skinheads, like Nazis, right? They were very, very, very brutal on people like me. So Alex Terrible has a black sun tattoo, which he's covered up, and he's very transparent about that. And I do understand what he's saying. He was young, and it was pretty popular. Every boy being part of like skinhead groups.
Yeah.
But anyways, I would love to talk to him to see the values, and if it's all bullshit, I want to pass that.
Yeah.
Oh, and again, let's be clear. Who am I? Upcoming little artist, and Alex is like worldwide. I have enormous respect towards him, and it is not my place to define if he's worth of anything. But I'm curious. I'm curious myself.
Yeah. They always say don't meet your heroes, but I've always kind of disagreed with that. I always want to kind of learn what makes people tick and, what their values are and shit like that. So I can definitely understand where you're coming from on that end for sure. And it's interesting because, like you mentioned, the culture from your country is a lot different as far as like, what you've had to deal with in your youth and that sort of thing. Like we don't have too many Nazis in Massachusetts. They don't survive very well up here. Uh, but we're going through it as a community, and COVID's had a big problem, or I should say, a big impact on a lot of venues out this way. So we're running out of places to do shows and perform. So it's always good when you hear like with the whiskey or the rainbow are still doing really well, and those old school staples in metal kind of
Mhm.
still flying the flag out there. I haven't been to California. I hope to at some point, but yeah, I'm interested to see how things differ or what similarities are to regional, because a lot of people don't realize that, like, I wouldn't say territory, but you know, regional acts as opposed to national or global acts, there's a different dynamic with everybody. Anybody that's really on top, you're dealing with Hollywood type of people and things like that. But, most of us, like you said, we're independently funded and have a 9 to 5 job. And I think people forget that sometimes.
Uh, you know, uh, I just want to tell if you will be visiting San Francisco or Los Angeles, please hit me up. You can
Oh,
always
yeah.
crash at my place. We have family house. We are renting it out. This is how we actually survive because we have like 30-year mortgage.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we are kind of like cracking under the pace, but we rent out partially so we can cover our bills.
Right
And
on.
we always have like little space for music community dedicated because I feel like we want to. I want to create a little hub for our people who
Yeah,
can
yeah.
just like come and crash. So it's very nice. It's not like couch. It's like
Right,
you're gonna
right.
have spare room. But
Yeah, yeah.
let me know, and I'll be so happy and honored to host you.
Oh, I would love that, and I appreciate that for sure.
Absolutely. Well, sometimes if I know ahead of time, I can even
Yeah,
host a whole band. But if I don't know about ahead of time, I can host one or two people.
gotcha. No, that's fantastic. Appreciate that for sure. Um, Always down to meet new people and make new friends. That's what I do all day, every day. So I'm always up for it for sure. Um, so musically, and given the state of things globally right now, do you find yourself at all writing about current events, or is it more focused on, your reflection of things?
I'm so sorry for interrupting. I need to let my toddler out of her room. She just woke up.
Oh, no
Sorry.
worries.
Aurora, come on, let's go. Aw, hello. Good morning, little baby. I, just give me 1 second. I'm going to go
Yeah, no
back.
worries.
Respond. Hello, Aurora. How was your sleep? Yes. Yes. Okay. So I tend to avoid political topics
Hmm.
because, first of all, let's. Yeah, I'm joking. Yeah, thank you. Nice shirt. You like my shirt? She likes my shirt.
Nice.
What's this? A fire. Fire. Good job. Sometimes when she sees skull, she says it's a pirate shirt.
Good stuff.
So I tend to avoid political topics. And let's be real, I'm an expat in this country, and this country is going through lots of like serious changes towards our expats. And, you know, I carry my passport now with me. ICE is
Hmm.
being very fun recently. And my accent, you can always hear my accent. So, like, you know, just in case. So
Yeah,
I
no,
can
I
prove
hear
that I'm
you.
here legally and nobody fucking shove me into the jail or whatever.
Right. No, I think they're
So,
just
like,
not.
I avoid political topics, but I loudly speak about highlighting social injustices. So, you need to pick your battles. I picked mine. I am a more social injustice person who stands up for social topics. But there are some topics where you cannot actually. Politics are in so much into social life, right? Sometimes you cannot define. So
Mhm.
you will probably hear my song Biomass sounds very political, but it's more about social aspect. But although politics are there too, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I just focus on my shit because I think we have enough shit to
Yeah,
talk
that's
about.
true for sure. No, I mean, it's always interesting to see where artists pull different inspiration and that kind of thing. So I always tend to ask about that. Well, hi there, young lady.
Ara, say hello.
Hello, how are you?
Sorry,
Good.
this is a reality of independent artist and
Yep,
mom.
we're
You are
parents
trying
too.
to be a rock
Absolutely.
artist and also you are a mom. So I apologize that I
No need
get
to
distracted.
apologize. It's the reality of all things for sure.
Aurora, can you show
Definitely.
metal scream? No thanks. She said, no
No
thanks.
thanks. That's okay. You don't have to worry about that right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do you balance that? I mean, being a full-time mom and trying to do all these things.
I run on coffee and metal music. I
Yeah.
promise you. Yesterday I do lots of I work my ass off, honestly. I work my ass off. I have job. I don't have full-time jobs, but I have like few part-times. Like we have family business and also mommy's busy. Play with this one. And also like kids and stuff. So I really work my ass off. Yesterday I was cleaning and while I was cleaning, I was listening. I was listening to Architects, and I was like dancing along while I was cleaning. I was like, "Oh, this is like fun, right? Like this is how I function. I just consume enormous amount of coffee and listen to heavy music, as heavy as possible.
So normal stuff.
Normal stuff. Yeah, just push it
Yeah.
through the day."
Yeah. Well, you are definitely a badass doing juggling all that, and
Okay.
big props for that for sure.
Well, I'm holding on the idea that one day I will be able to pay my bills by music, so I don't need to do anything else.
Yep, that's what we all strive for sure. No doubt. For playing peekaboo. Yeah,
Yay!
good stuff.
Peekaboo. She loves playing drums. Or I do love playing drums. No thanks.
Nice. No thanks, no
Everything is no
drums, no
thanks.
spotlight. She's not ready for that right now.
Yeah, here on West Coast, it's 9:30 or something.
Yeah, too shabby.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy to have Miss Aurora with us today, for sure. Good stuff, for sure. Uh,
Yeah.
so you're on TikTok, you're on Facebook constantly. I don't know what you're doing to get in the algorithm so well, but you're constantly in my feed, so that's great. Um, where's the best place for everybody to check you out?
Oh, actually, I flooded this market. You can find me anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube. I think I'm also on Threads, but I don't even fucking check that.
Right, right. Yeah.
Um, I have website, alexandramusic.com. And I think that's pretty much enough of social media. And my music is on every platform. I distribute through DistroKid, so it distributes on all known music streaming platforms. And if you want to download something, you can always go to my Bandcamp and get music straight from there.
Awesome, fantastic. Well, definitely check out Alexandra online. You'll find her just about anywhere. I'm enjoying getting to know her and getting to know the music behind the woman.
Mm.
But we will definitely have you on the show again at some point, and hopefully book you on some New England show when the weather's better.
Ah,
I mean, I know
thank you
you're
so.
used to snow in Russia and whatnot, but
Ah, yeah, snow doesn't scare me.
no,
I'll
no.
be there.
Yeah, right on. All
Thank you
right,
so much for this opportunity. I am very happy that we had this talk.
definitely. And keep in touch, and I will do the
So,
same for sure.
absolutely. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
Bye
Stay
bye.
warm.